Hello everyone. Welcome to SuperGrads CAT by Top Rankers. And today we will be dealing with QA foundations and the basics of addition and subtraction of fractions. Yes, addition and subtraction of fractions which come into picture once we start dealing with percentages, once we start dealing with ratios, proportions, and other aspects. So, when we talk about fractions, what do you mean by fractions? Fractions is nothing but is the part of a whole. Means a whole fruit was given to you, a mango was given to you, and you have been asked to part it into four pieces. So the one piece out of fourth piece will be known as, out of the four pieces will be known as one fourth of the whole, one fourth of the whole, or 1 by 4 as a fraction of the fruit. So when it comes to addition and subtraction of fractions, the main thing we need to keep in mind is making the base same. Suppose if I give you like, if I give you fractions like 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3, and I have to add this. So what we are going to do, 1 plus 1 2 and 2 plus 3 5. Is this right? Do you think it is the right way to do? No, this is not the right way to add fractions. What we need to do, we have to make the denominators same. The base should be same. This is half of the portion. Suppose there is something, I am adding half of it. So I'm shading this portion. And now I want to add one third. So one third of the total. So will be somewhere around this much portion I need. So but to make it same, the base, the figure should be distributed evenly so that it can be divided in half as well, so that it can be divided in three parts as well. So for that we need to take care of the denominators. And here the denominators are 2 and 3. So we multiply each of them with each other, and multiplying 2 and 3 I will get 6, and 6 is nothing but LCM of 2 comma 3. It is nothing but LCM of 2 comma 3. So indirectly if I'm multiplying them, then also I'm doing the same thing, or else I can take the LCM if you are aware of the term LCM. And if you are not aware of the term LCM, then you have to multiply them in between, आपस में उनका multiply कर लो. That is what you need to do. So I need to make base 6. So if it is 1 by 2 and I need to make the denominator 6, so for making 2 as 6 I need to multiply by 3. And if I'm changing the denominator by multiplying it by 3, then in order to maintain the ratio की कहानी क्या है, याद है? रेशो का मतलब क्या होता है? It should not change, the value should come same. So if I'm multiplying the denominator by 3, I have to multiply the numerator by 3. And it will become 3 by 6. Similarly, I can change this base also to 6, or this denominator also to 6 by multiplying it by 2. So I will get denominator as 6. And if I am multiplying denominator by 2, then I have to multiply numerator by 2 and I will get 2 by 6. And now, since the base is same or the denominator is same, why I am calling it as the base? Because I want to add it in such a way that the denominator is same. So if the denominator is same, then we can add it 3 by 6 plus 2 by 6, which is nothing but 5 by 6. So the addition will happen in this manner. So the first thing that you need to keep in mind is making the base same. The most important thing while adding or subtracting the fractions, you should make the base same. So let us do more exercise on making the base same. We will not be adding right away, only will be making the base same. Suppose if one of the base is 2 and if one of the base is 7, and if I have to add it, the denominator is 7. If I have to add it, so what will be the common denominator? That will be nothing but 7 into 2, 14. So I have to convert these two to 14. Suppose if one is 7 by 9, one fraction is 7 by 9, and another fraction is 3 by 5. So what will be the common denominator? Will be 9 into 5, 45. So I have to convert these two denominators to the base 45, to the denominator 45. Now, if one is 7 by 12 and another is 2 by 24. So what we need to do? We can multiply 12 to 24, or else we can see that 12 is a factor of 24. 12 multiplied by 2 gives me 24. 24 is a multiple of 12 itself. 24 तो 12 से ही बना है, तो यहाँ पे मुझे जरूरी नहीं है कि मैं इन दोनों को आपस में मल्टीप्लाई करूं। यहाँ पे मैं वो टर्म यूज कर सकता हूँ एलसीएम, और 12 और 24 का एलसीएम सबसे छोटा मल्टीपल जिसमें 12 और 24 दोनों आते हैं, इट इज 24। तो इसमें सिर्फ इंटू 2 करना पड़ेगा मुझे, इसको चेंज करने की जरूरत नहीं है। 2 by 24 को चेंज करने की जरूरत नहीं है। सो द foremost important thing is denominator. Suppose it is 3 by 8 plus 2 by 7 plus 1 by 3. And I need to calculate what will be the sum. So first of all, I will make the denominator same. And in order to make denominator same, what I need to do? If 8 is written over here, I need to multiply this term by 8 is already here. I need to multiply this term by 7 and 3. If I have to make this base also same, this denominator also same, so I need to multiply it by 8 and 3. And if I have to make this base same, I have to multiply it by 8 and 7. So you can also hide the number and check what other factors are present and multiply with them. It was 3 by 8. इज दैट क्लियर? मतलब मैंने 8 को छुपा लिया, तो मुझे यहाँ पे 7 और 3 का मल्टीप्लाई करना है, तो 3 इंटू 7 इंटू 3 अपॉन 8 इंटू 7 इंटू 3 प्लस इसमें 7 इसको छुपा लेता हूं मैं, तो बचा क्या? 8 एंड 3, तो इट विल बी 2 इंटू 8 इंटू 3 and denominator will be 7 into 8 into 3 plus last one will be 1 into 8 into 7 upon 3 into 8 into 7. And now you can check the denominator is 8 into 7 into 3, 8 into 7 into 3, and 8 into 7 into 3. The denominator is same, and we can solve further. So the most important thing is to make the denominator same. And if you're changing the denominator by certain factor, you need to change the numerator by the same factor in order to maintain the ratio which is being mentioned earlier. It is 1 by 2. So if I'm making it 14, it will be multiplied by 7, numerator and denominator. It will be 7 by 14, which is nothing but again 1 by 2. So the relationship between numerator and denominator remains same. So now you are clear why we are making the denominator same? Because we want to add it in the same base. We want to part the whole in such a way that this fraction can be derived out of it. 14 में से 1 by 7, 7 parts भी हो सकते हैं 14 के, और 2 parts भी हो सकते हैं. Dividing by 2 means cutting it into 2 parts. Dividing by 7 means cutting it into 7 parts. तो 14 क्यों बना है? 14 ऐसा नंबर है जिसको मैं 7 हिस्से भी कर सकता हूँ, दो दो के पेयर में, और जिसके मैं 2 हिस्से भी कर सकता हूँ 7 के 2 पेयर में. इज दैट क्लियर? यहाँ पे 9 इंटू 5 45 क्यों बना है? क्योंकि 45 के मैं 5 हिस्से भी कर सकता हूँ, 45 के मैं 9 हिस्से भी कर सकता हूँ, इसलिए. क्लियर है? गॉट इट? सो you can keep this thing in mind while solving the problems of fraction, that we have to make the denominator same. With this, we can move further and discuss addition of fractions. And if I have to do addition of fractions, the first thing I need to take care is making the denominator same. Suppose I need to add 1 by 2 and 1 by 5. This means it has been divided into half. This means it has been divided into 5 parts. So half part is added to 1/5 part, for which we need a number which is divisible by 5 as well as 2, which is nothing but 10. 5 into 2 is 10. So if I have to make this 10, it should be multiplied by 5 in the numerator and 5 in the denominator. And if I have to make this 10, I have to multiply this by 2 in the numerator and 2 in the denominator. So it becomes 5 plus 2 upon 10, which is nothing but 7 by 10. Is that clear? So In this way, we can add fractions. Next, if I have to add 2 upon 7 plus 3 upon 42, if I have to add this, so here I can check that first, if I simplify this, it will become 1 by 14. And 14 is a multiple of 7. So I need not to multiply numerator and denominator by 14, but just make the denominator so that it is divisible by 14. So the smallest number which is divisible by 14 is 14. The smallest number which is divisible by 7 is also 14 because I need 14 as well as 7. दोनों से divide हो जाए ऐसा denominator चाहिए. So I can make 14, so I can write it as 4 by 14 plus 1 by 14, which is nothing but 5 by 40. इज दैट क्लियर? सो जरूरी नहीं है कि हमें 42 में ही कन्वर्ट करना है. अगर सिंप्लीफाई होकर कोई सिंपलर नंबर्स बन रहे हैं तो वो भी कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, एलसीएम का मतलब ये नहीं कि डिनोमिनेटर में के 42 ही पार्ट्स करने. अगर वो कैंसिल हो रहा है एंड अ नंबर इज लाइक 3 by 42, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई विल सिंप्लीफाई द फ्रैक्शंस एंड देन विल टेक द एलसीएम ऑफ द डिनोमिनेटर्स. Now, if I ask you to add 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 5 plus 1 by 4, what will be the sum total? Can you please tell me? So, what we need to do? We need to hide 2 and multiply this number by 3, 4, and 5. I need to hide 3 and then multiply this number by 5, 4, and 2. So rather than taking denominator again and again, I am making the denominator same. And how will the denominator look like? 2 into 3 into 5 into 4. And how will the numerators look like? It will be 3 into 5 into 4. Because यहाँ पे 2 तो था ही, plus यहाँ पे 3 है, तो it will be 2 into 5 into 4 plus यहाँ पे 5 है already, it will look like 2 into 3 into 4 plus it will look like यहाँ पे क्योंकि 4 already है तो it will look like 2 into 3 into 5. तो इस तरीके से we can work. 3 into 5 15, 15 into 4 is 60, so it will be 60 plus 2 into 5 10, 10 into 4 is 40 plus 2 into 3 6, 6 into 4 is 24 plus 2 into 3 6, 6 into 5 is 30 upon 2 into 3 6, 6 into 5 30, 30 into 4 is 120. And if I add them, 60 plus 40 is 100, 124 plus 30, 154 by 120, which we can divide further by 2, and we will get what we will get 77 upon 60. So we can get a fraction more than 1. It is not necessary that we get the answer less than 1 or a proper fraction. We can always get a improper fraction as well. Is that clear? So this is one thing. How to add a mixed fraction. This is about proper or improper fraction. Suppose there is a mixed fraction given. 3, 1 by 4 plus 2, 2 by 5. If I have to add these two. So the first thing which comes to mind is convert it into improper fraction and then add. So what we can do, 3 into 4, 12, 12 plus 1, 13 by 4 plus 10, 10 plus 2, 12 by 5 and 4 into 5. So here we need to multiply by 5 and here we need to multiply by 4 क्योंकि 5 को छुपा लिया तो बचा 4 तो 4 का इधर मल्टीप्लाई और 5 को छुपा लिया 4 को छुपा लिया तो बचा 5 तो 5 का इधर मल्टीप्लाई. तो 13 into 5 is nothing but 65 plus 12 into 4 is nothing but 48 divided by 5 into 4 is nothing but 20. And if I add these two, I will get 113 by 20. This is the answer, which we will get. This is one way. Or else what I can do, and now I can convert it into mixed fraction again. If the options are in mixed fraction, that will be 5 13 by 20. Or else what we can do, we can see this is integer and this is fraction. This is also integer and this is also fraction. So I can consider it like 3 plus 1 by 4 plus 2 plus 2 by 5. So I can add integers first. 3 plus 2 is what? 5. And add these fractions 1 by 4 and 2 by 5 separately. 5 plus 4 into 2, 8, which is nothing but 13 by 20. So the fractional part is 13 by 20. And hence the answer is 5 13 by 20. The answer is 5 13 by 20. Is that clear? So rather than going with this procedure, पहले mix को improper में convert किया, फिर improper को वापस mix में convert किया और ऊपर से थोड़ा multiplication भी tedious हो सकता है, तो उसकी जगह हम integer से integer add कर दें, which will give me the integer, और fraction से fraction add कर दें, which will give me the fractional part, and we can club them and answer. Is that clear? We are getting the same answer. More practice. Suppose it is 3 by 4 plus 2, 3 by 7. So what we can do, we can do same thing, that we can add 3 plus 2 first, which is nothing but 5, plus 3 by 4 plus 3 by 7. 7 का इधर मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे, 4 का इधर मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे, तो it will be nothing but 5 plus 7 into 3 is 21 plus 4 into 3 is 12 upon 28. So I will get 5 plus 21 plus 12 is nothing but 33 by 28. But this is again improper. It will be converted to mix. तो इसको अपन कैसे लिख सकते हैं? 5 plus 1 5 by 28. Again, integer will get added here, and we'll get 6 5 by 5 plus 1 5 by 28, or I can write it as 6 5 by 28. So कितना आसान हो गया ना, इंटीजर से इंटीजर ऐड करके 3 और 2 को तो हमने पिक्चर से हटा ही दिया था, बचा 3 by 4, इससे एक इम्प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शन बना तो उसको वापस से मिक्स में कन्वर्ट कर लिया। 33 में 28 कितनी बारी जाएगा? एक बार जाएगा और 5 रिमाइंडर बचेगा, तो वी हैव रिटन इट अगेन। So we can use or keep this in mind as well. Is that clear? So while addition of fractions, we must keep in mind if it is improper or proper fraction given directly and the options are in proper or improper fraction, then we can keep the track of simply the denominators. But if it is a mixed fraction and the answer is also in mixed fraction, we can add integers first and then deal with the fractional part. Is that clear? Still, covering more aspects of addition of fractions. Suppose if there is a term like 3 by 17 plus 2 by 21 plus 5 by 50. If I have to add these three terms, so what are we going to do? 17, 21 and 51 का LCM लेंगे। I would recommend कि थोड़ा रुक जाओ, पहले इन दोनों को ऐड कर लो, क्योंकि 17 को हम डायरेक्टली 51 में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं। तो कैसे कन्वर्ट करेंगे? इसमें 3 का मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा तब 51 होगा, तो इसमें भी 3 का मल्टीप्लाई, तो 9 plus 5 upon 51। 9 plus 5 upon 51. Let's make this 8 और आसान हो जाएगा. 8 by 51. So 9 plus 8 upon 51. तो अगर मैं 9 plus 8 upon 51 करता हूं तो it will become 17 by 51 plus बचा हुआ पोर्शन तो अभी ऐसा का ऐसा इधर आ जाएगा ना 2 by 21. और अब देखो when I am writing about wait प्लस 2/21 इसको यहीं रहने देते हैं नहीं तो मैथमेटिकली गलत हो जाता. तो 9 प्लस 8 इज नथिंग बट 17/51. अब बोले सर अभी भी तो 21 और 51 का एलसीएम लेना ही है, ये भी तो बात कर सकते हैं. पर आप देखिए कि 17 इंटू 351 होता है तो ये ऑलरेडी कैंसल आउट हो जाएगा एंड इट विल बी 1/3. और अब 1/3 को 21 के साथ ऐड करना बहुत आसान है. 2/21 तो 3 में किस चीज का मल्टीप्लाई करूं कि 21 बन जाए 7 का. तो अगर 3 में 7 का मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ रहा है तो 1 में भी 7 का मल्टीप्लाई होगा एंड 7 plus 2 is what 9. 9/21 is the answer and we cancel it with 3 so you will get 3/7 is the फाइनल आंसर. तो हमें वो दिमाग में एक इमेज आ गई होगी जैसे क्वेश्चन देखा होगा 17 21 51 का एलसीएम निकाल रहे हैं बैठ के ऐसे, फिर एक और स्टेप, फिर ऐसे नहीं करना है ये सब. You need to keep that thing in mind that while solving for the fractions, look at the denominator. Whatever denominators are easy first, if there is a series of fractions given in continuation, look at the denominators which are easier ones to convert, which can be converted or which can be easily interchangeable, and then solve further. Is that clear? Clear for all? So this is what you need to keep in mind while adding. Is that clear? So let's move further to the subtraction of fractions. While subtracting the fractions, same thing we need to keep in mind. If I'm subtracting 1/2 minus 1/3, I will make denominator same. And how to make the denominator same? Multiply the numerator by the remaining fractions. So 2 छुपा लो तो बचा 3, 3 का multiply इधर, तो it will become 3 minus 3 छुपा लो बचा 2, तो 2 का multiply इधर 2 upon 3 into 2 is what? 6. So the answer will be 1/6. Very simple. Can a fraction be a negative term? नहीं, रेशो में तो अरे रेशो पॉजिटिव होते पर फ्रैक्शन तो नेगेटिव हो सकता है. होल फ्रैक्शन. Got it or not? Suppose if I write it as 1/17 minus 2/5. If I write it like this, तो अब क्या करना पड़ेगा? इधर 5 का मल्टीप्लाई, इधर 2 का 17 का मल्टीप्लाई, तो it will become 5 minus 17 into 2 upon 5 into 17 is nothing but 85. So it will be 5 minus 34, which is 29/85. And hence this is your answer, 29/85. But since this number was greater, so there should be a sign, negative sign. So it is negative of the fraction 29/85. Is that clear? So while subtracting the fractions, you can do the same thing. You can solve for the you can aspire for the same denominator first and then solve further. Next, if we talk about the fractions are in mixed fraction. Suppose there is now number 3 1/2 minus 2 1/4. So what we can do, we can subtract integers first. 3 minus 2 is what? 1 plus 1/2 minus 1/4. So it will remain like 1 plus 1/2 minus 1/4. You can very simply say it is 50%, it is 25%, so 1/4 will be left. Or else you can see this is 2, this is 4. So 2 can be converted to 4 by multiplying it by 2. So 2/4 minus 1/4 will be 2 minus 1, remaining 1/4. So the answer is 1/4. Or we can convert it into mixed fraction 5/4. How do we convert it into mixed fraction? Do you know this? Suppose this is A, this is B, and this is C. What we do? A into C plus B upon C. This is the mixed fraction value. C multiplied by A added with B and divided by C. This is the improper fraction. Is that clear? Suppose there is a number like 3 1 by 2 minus 4 3 by 4. Suppose there is a situation given like this. So what we can do, 3 minus 4 is what? Minus 1. Simple. And plus 1 by 2. This number is positive. So 1 by 2 minus this number is negative, minus 3 by 4. And you can solve further. So what we will be getting? Minus 1 plus, I have to convert this denominator to 4. So multiply this by 2, multiply this by 2. It will be 2 by 4 minus 3 by 4. So it will be minus 1 minus 1 and further minus because 3 is greater than 2. So it will be minus 1 by 4. And minus 1 minus, if I take minus common, I will get minus 5 by 4. So the answer will be in negative, or I can say minus times of 1, 1 by 4. That can also be written. So when it comes to subtraction of fractions, same rules are applicable. Just keep in mind, this is integer plus fraction. So this is minus of integer plus fraction. So here the fraction automatically becomes negative because the minus will be multiplied. So it will be minus I minus f. Is that clear? So these are the few basics which you need to keep in mind while adding and subtracting the fractions. Suppose a series is given. How will you solve? 2 by 3 plus 4 by 7 minus 1 by 5 plus 2 1 by 3 minus 6 by 7. This is 7. 4 by 7. How we are going to solve this? How we are going to target this? We can see the denominator is 3. The denominator is 3. So first of all, we will deal with these two. And here the denominator is 7. And here also the denominator is 7. So we will be dealing with these two. And keep 1 by 5 aside. So what we will do? 2 by 3 plus 2 plus 1 by 3. We can use this and we can use this. This can be written as 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 4 by 7 minus 6 by 7. And then we can write 1 by 5. It is positive or negative. This is negative. So we can write it as minus 1 by 5. And what we can do, we can see 2 by 3 plus 1 by 3 is what? 3 by 3, which is nothing but 1. So it can be written as 3 plus 4 by 7 minus 6 by 7 is nothing but 2 by 7 minus 1 by 5. So we will solve because this is the fraction part, this is the integer. तो पहले integer को नहीं छेड़ेंगे, पहले fraction को solve कर लेंगे. 5 into 2 is what? 10. And 7 into 1 is what? 7. So it will be 3 minus 10 minus 7 upon 7 into 5 is 35. So the answer will be 3 minus 17 upon 35. And here there is a mathematical operator. Do not change it like minus 335 by 7. No, 17 by 35. This is wrong. यहाँ पे माइनस साइन है अभी बीच में प्लस होता तो आई कैन डायरेक्टली राइट 317 by 35 बट माइनस साइन है तो मुझे माइनस करना पड़ेगा. सो हाउ आई विल बी सॉल्विंग दिस? 35 into 3 is what? 105 minus 17 upon 35. This will be the answer. And 105 minus 17 is nothing but 88. So it will be 88 by 35. Or I can say 35 into 2 is 70. So 70, 18 by 35. This will be your answer. Is that clear? Clear to everyone? So in this way, keep track of the signs, which is very important. ऐसे नहीं कि सर ने बताया था 317 by 35 तो मैं डायरेक्टली इसको minus 317 by 35 लिख दूंगा. दूसरी बार रिपीट कर रहा हूं, ये गलत है. माइनस कॉमन नहीं आ जाएगा, बीच में माइनस साइन है. इंटीजर माइनस फ्रैक्शन, तो अब मुझे वो सब्ट्रैक्ट करना पड़ेगा लिटरली। और अगर सब्ट्रैक्ट करना पड़ेगा तो फिर आई हैव टू फॉलो द प्रोसीजर ऑफ मेकिंग द डिनोमिनेटर सेम। यहाँ पे डिनोमिनेटर क्या है 1, और इससे यहाँ पे डिनोमिनेटर क्या है 35, तो 35 बनाने के लिए किसका मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा 1 और 35 में, 35 का मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा 1 में। एंड दिस इज हाउ आई विल सॉल्व दिस। इज दैट क्लियर? So with this, the important topic which seems very easy but creates lots of trouble and also saves lots and lots of time if you are handy with it. So practice such fractions, take care of the denominators. The key rule or the thumb rule is to keep track of the fractions and you will be able to do. All the very best. Keep liking, sharing, and subscribing, and asking about such sessions, queries, and whatever you feel like, you can just put it in the comment box and we will be answering it. Thank you. Have a nice day.